wanted to spend a little bit of time to show how you could post a link in Google Classroom to something in Seesaw. So here's one of my classes. It's a training class in Google Classroom. And on the stream page, I have clicked or added some material. It's an actual link to a list of assignments that many people are using. This one is not editable. It's so that the students have it and the families have it and they can click on the links without messing anything up. So this one is published to the web. My original is back here and it looks like a slideshow. So this one, if I shared it, the kids could move it around. They could still click on the links as long as they didn't mess them up. And they could edit and drag. When they finish an assignment, they could drag the check mark and check it off. Is that the students can work on it and they own it and it's theirs. The difficulty with that is that you have to have the entire slideshow finished on Monday before you post the assignment and share a copy with each student. If you post it and share a copy to each student, you can't really change it. You'd have to open up each student's copy of the slideshow and make a change if you needed it. So let's say I want to make an assignment and I want to share that slideshow that I just showed you so that it is an assignment that the students are going to get a copy of. So I'm going to say, I'm going to fill in this top part while I'm on pause. I did put in a caution to be careful while they're working in their copy because all the information and hyperlinks can be moved around as well besides the check marks, and they can be erased if the students aren't careful. If by chance they mess up their copy of the slides, remember that there is an original in our class on the stream. And the original is the one that looks like this, where things are not draggable. You can't move these around. It just changes from the first slide to the second slide, Monday through Friday. But everything that is a hyperlink here is also a hyperlink in the slideshow that they're going to get to be able to edit. So now that I have the description in there, I've decided which class it goes for. It's not really graded. Okay. It's going to be due by Sunday, so they have over the weekend if they needed to. And then what I'm getting ready to do is I'm going to find that slideshow that I want them to have a copy of. So it's in my Google Drive. It's one of my recent ones. So I'm going to put this one and then hit insert. And over here, students, I have three choices. Students can view the file, students can edit the file, or make a copy for each student. This one in the middle would mean that the kids all share one slideshow and they'd all be editing on top of each other. This particular assignment wouldn't work with that choice. It would work if it were something like a response to a story we read and we have one slideshow for the whole class and each student has a page with their name on it and they're supposed to answer on their own page. It's sort of nice because that way they can see each other's work and it makes it quick and easy to display and go back to. But the problem is that students could erase each other's work. This one I want to make a copy for each student. And then I hit assign. Once again, remember, some of you I've talked to you before about scheduling. You can schedule it to not show up until you're ready for it. Like if it were a slideshow for next week, I might not want it to show up until Monday, because once I hit assign, or once it's assigned to the students on the day it's scheduled, I can't go back and make any changes to the original slideshow. If I were to schedule it and then over the weekend I thought of something else and I wanted to change it, I could change it in my original before the students get assigned that project, before it lands in their Google Classroom. But I'm ready to make a copy for each student and assign it. And the internet is working slowly. So it went, I'm not sure where. Oh, I picked feedback. And I might want to change that from feedback. I can put weekly assignments. If you're watching this video and you're not very used to Google Classroom, you could sign into my Google Classroom as a student. You would just have to use your own personal account. This particular class has a code of GVFMU6W, and it's not anything special. It's just what I use when I'm training teachers. So if you wanted to use your own personal account and sign into my Google Classroom class, you could see how things work a little bit and mess around with some of the assignments here as well. Hopefully that was helpful.